You know, something like 900 people came over the channel over the course of this weekend, just gone. Think about that, folks. 900. That's the figure. That brings the total of people over the channel this year up to over 40,000. Where'd you put them? Hotels? Oh, we're running out of those. Apparently, they're now looking at houses, trying to convince the likes of you and I to put these people up in our houses. Well, I'm sorry, it's not going to wash anymore. You know, there's all the left and the right having a go at each other about their basic opinion of this matter, but it really is a major problem. Now, I want to tell you a story that came out of my local area, and I'll let you make your own mind up. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing all right. Let me know what you're up to in the comments below, and what you got planned for the day, or if you're watching this later on in the day, let me know how your day's been. That's the beauty with YouTube. I can stick this on in the morning. You can watch it anytime you like. So that's great. Anyway, this migrant thing, as we know, they keep coming. We know the method, we know the delivery, and we know the result. A lot of worried people, possible clashes, and we're fast running out of space. I've seen a hotel myself, which I unintentionally walked into, up in Luton, which was closed to house these people. There are hotels in other places, even local to me, which have been closed to house these people. But we're getting numbers now, folks, which are like army-sized. They're like 40,000 plus have now come over in the year. Now, tempers are starting to fray, I feel. I mean, have a look at this picture here of the, police apparently clashing with a load of them, trying to frustrate their efforts to get over here. Whether that's a staged picture or not, I don't know. Unlike the last video footage I showed you a long time ago of the boat being burst and the engine wrecked, this looks a little bit more serious. And also, you've got a bunch of Albanians who've apparently travelled to London, closed off the bridge, and protesting, saying it's not our fault, Gov, leave us out of it. But you won't see that publicised in a lot of places in the mainstream media, only certain places if you know where to look. Now, I'm not trying to incite hate, I'm not trying to incite anything, I'm just stating fact, what's out there. But what really disturbed me was a local story, well, two actually. Up at Manston, the former RAF Manston Air Base, it's now being used as a holding and processing centre for these migrants that have come across the channel. And it's full to capacity. There's more people there than it was ever originally designed for as an RAF base. So that's got to make things uncomfortable for starters. Understandably, people are getting pissed off, and there's a spot of bother. I've seen police cars up there. I've seen stuff when I drive out that way early in the morning. I read a report, Manston, apart from the airbase, the actual Manston village is probably about, I'd say a mile down the road from the processing centre, where you've got all the collections of houses where people live. And there was a person driving up the road about a week ago and come across somebody laying in the road. For all intents and purposes, they looked unconscious. Being a good citizen they are, they decided, Jesus, better help this person. Got out and went to their aid. Turns out it was an ambush. There were two others laying in wait in the bushes. They were all from this processing centre, it turns out. They wanted the guy's phone and various other things, but thankfully he realised what was happening and he got himself out of that situation and wasn't hurt. And there are reports from the actual village of Manston itself where residents are talking about their security lights in their houses going off a lot more than usual, and worry that people are wandering around there. you know, I just worry that something bad is going to happen imminently with this, whether it be with our own populace or whether it be with those guys. I just get the impression that tempers are really starting to flare. I don't know what you feel about it. Are you in an area that's affected by all this, or are you just generally concerned? You know, don't need to see abuse or anything like that. We know how people feel. Let's have a constructive talk about it. How do you feel? Are you frightened? Are you worried? Where's all the money going? You know, genuine discussion. I look forward to reading it. Anyway, I'm off. I'll see you with one more. Toodaloo.